Welcome back to another episode of the Mythic Giraffe podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm a VR-less Ron.
VR-less? What happened?
Well, I'm just not in VR right now.
Oh, wow. I think meant something happened to your
I guess I
magic hat.
could be in VR while podcasting.
You could, yeah.
Conception.
Yeah. It's lovely that, for 3 days we had spring weather and now we have rainy dreariness again.
Well, I'm glad that, I got to have nice, beautiful bike riding spring weather on the day I was at work.
Yeah.
That was really nice of the universe for me.
That's the way it works.
Yeah. It was. And then I got up to go to the gym this morning and I was like, holy, what the?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's like we had turned our furnace off, and then I got up this morning and it was like 63 in the house.
Yeah. I turned my heat off. I still haven't turned it back on. But I'll give in eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah. Just remember, these weather swings, they're perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal. Always happens like this.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah. Standing water where there's never been standing water before. Totally normal.
Totally normal. Well, at least there's, the reservoirs are all full.
Yeah.
Look the bright side of things.
Yeah. The only thing I can figure is maybe that little 3-day warm up, bunch of wasps came out of hibernation, and then they're all going to die this week.
That could happen. Speaking of wasps, we get those mud dauber wasps real bad at the station.
Oh yeah.
So I took a stick and just broke up all the nests on Friday. And I was like, please don't be wasps in there. Please don't.
Yeah. A bunch of dead spiders.
I did find a black widow the other day. A big boy too.
Yeah.
In the station.
Big girl.
Well, big girl. Yeah. It was a big
one. Nope.
Just moved it outside.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you don't want to kill it.
Why?
I don't know, because it's good for the environment.
Is it?
They kill things.
Yeah.
Not people.
I know. It just give an adult a headache.
Yeah.
But if you worked it out with that spider and it said, look, you let me go out here and I'm going to take care of your wasps or your mosquitoes or something. Cool. But it's got to earn its keep.
Well, technically, the outside, it's environment, so.
Yeah.
So, I can have it.
Yeah.
And nobody uses that building anyway, so let them in there.
God, that building is such a...
we were talking about the other day, just knock it down.
Yeah.
And put a small bay to put reserve pieces in.
Yeah.
That would be...
Oh, yeah. It would be cheaper at this point to demo and rebuild.
Oh, yeah. The electrical problems in that building alone are not worth fixing.
Yeah. Yeah.
When the city electrician comes out and says, no, I'm not doing this. That's a problem.
Wait, we have city employees who refuse to do their jobs?
Well, technically, we don't have a city electrician anymore, so no.
Yeah.
I got rid of him.
Hey, look, I don't mess with electricity, but you got if that's your job.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's got to be ways to turn off that circuit and just rip everything out and leave it closed.
Yeah, but then you lose power of the whole building.
Bah. We have flashlights.
Yeah, we got flashlights. That's fine.
We go back to oil lanterns. That's safe.
Never burned any buildings.
That'd be perfect for the office of the fire marshal, and they have everything with oil lanterns.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, a kerosene heater. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to tell the fire marshal's office that idea tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Just move them in there.
Yeah.
Say, hey, look, I know it's cold, but we got these blankets for you.
Yeah.
They're never in the building anyways. They're busy.
Yeah, they are.
So.
Yeah, I saw my office for all of an hour between Thursday and Friday, so.
Nice. I saw my office more than I wanted to on Friday.
Yeah.
That's because I had to shut my engine down.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah, you guys were busy.
It's
the norm.
It's the norm. It's not even...
Yeah.
It's hard to say we're busy
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
the norm now.
Yeah.
This is,
May's going to fix it.
yeah, I don't think that's true. I don't know. We talk about it all the time, but I don't know what the overall global answer for EMS in America is. Like, I don't even know what the attack would be. Like, how do you stop people from calling 911 for things that do
Yeah.
not need an ambulance?
Well, part of it is you put like nursing staff or something, or some kind of triage in dispatch.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah. And then empower your field crews to be able to say, no, you don't need to go to the hospital.
Yeah, I think without
And
real change legislation
oh
wise, that's
yeah,
not going to
no.
happen.
Well, it's because of EMTALA. I mean, if we take somebody to the ER, they have to be seen.
Right.
If we take somebody to an urgent care or something, they're like, you don't have insurance. We're not covering you.
Yeah,
So that's the problem.
We were having the conversation, and I don't know if you read the article. I'm sure you did, but there were these Florida EMTs or paramedics. I'm not sure what they were, an EMS crew.
Yeah.
And they just said we can't handle the call. They didn't respond. And it was an hour. They set it for an engine to pick up the call and handle this person.
Yeah.
And then it was another hour for another ambulance to show up. So it was like a 2-hour wait for this person.
Yep.
And the people, the EMTs were like, we just needed a break. And I looked at it at one point. And I said, that's ridiculous. We would never allow that to happen. But then another side of me said, wait a second. What job in America do we expect that for 12 to 14 hours, whatever your shift is in the day shift where you're super busy, you're not going to have time to take a crap.
Right.
You're not going to have time to eat. You're not going to have time to 5 seconds to yourself to figure things out.
Yeah.
It's the only job in the world that you don't get breaks.
No.
And
because if you think you're going to get a break, it's not going to be a break.
Right. But we like, if you were a police officer, you get to go on lunch break.
Yeah.
If you are a security guard, you get a lunch break. If wherever you are, you get a lunch break.
Yeah.
But not EMS.
Yeah.
And it's gotten to the point where I felt sympathy for these responders going, yeah, I bet they just got to the point where they couldn't do it anymore. And the chief was like, well, we're firing them. But that's not the right answer either. Right? Like the fundamental flaw in the system is you're pushing these people past the breaking point.
Yeah. Yeah. That is addressing a symptom, not a cause.
Right. Yeah. Could this have been an isolated incident? Maybe they were on one call that day and they weren't that busy, but right. I doubt it. Knowing as much as I know. I mean,
and that's part of the problem. We only know a small part of the story.
Sure. But we complain about how busy we are in Salisbury, but we know there are EMS departments in the state of Maryland,
Baltimore City,
where you get an ambulance and you don't get off that ambulance until your shift's over.
Yeah.
Like, you're lucky if you see your station once that day.
Yeah.
And you maybe grab, I've had those days where you're just like, I'll grab some graham crackers from the hospital.
Yeah.
And a soda, and that's all you eat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You get a 14-hour shift and that's all you've eaten. Like, that's not normal.
No.
It's not good for you. It's not good for anybody.
Well, it's like Friday. I mean, look, I have a very cushy job in my desk job now, but I went from your guys' call and then I found those people that needed some help and got Swift out there and stayed with them. It was like 2:00 and I'm like, man, I've got a splitting headache. And I was like, yeah, I haven't had a drink of water in 4 hours.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you get this from, and the older of us, like our generation of firefighters, we just accepted it as normal.
Yeah.
And now I think other generations are going, this isn't normal.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's stupid. And you want to talk about why people don't want to work in EMS? That might be one of the things.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got to make the juice worth the squeeze.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe there's going to be a point where some of these departments are just going to say, nope, that ambulance is out of service for an hour. They need a break.
Yeah.
We have the problem in our providers. I work with some amazing providers, and they want to handle the calls.
Exactly.
And they will say, we're handling the call no matter what. It's like,
yeah.
do your paperwork, get your ambulance back in service.
Yeah. Take 5 minutes to take a breath and drink some water.
Right. Let us figure out
Yeah.
the other
Yeah.
side of it.
Yep.
But we get to those points where
Yep.
what do we do?
Yep.
There's no more ambulances left.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
I wish I had an answer.
yeah, I wish I did too. I mean,
I'm trying to figure out answers, but
yeah, it's a tough, for inside baseball for people, like we have alpha and omega calls, which means that they are the lowest priority calls, and in some systems that might mean you're waiting an hour.
yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
I know DC system is alpha and omega calls. They send an outside agency who's not controlled by DC Fire to handle the call.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, we can't do it. And I
Yeah.
remember days when I was up here in Wilmington and Newark where we would have alpha calls stacked up in a queue.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
You know,
those should the priority calls should take the priority.
yeah,
Yeah.
you would have ambulances with like a queue of calls to get to, and it's like,
Yeah.
and that was 20 years ago. I'm
Right.
sure
Yeah.
it's worse now. You know, we just,
Yeah, I mean, and there are some days we could use 3 MDCN teams.
oh my god, we
Yeah.
we need a 24-hour MBCN teams now.
Yeah.
At this point, we are, just look our poor little city of Salisbury.
Yeah.
We could easily justify a 5th, if not a 6th unit, at
Oh
least
yeah.
a power
Yeah.
unit,
Yeah.
right? We were like so excited to get a 4th unit, but we were
Yeah.
already behind, and
Yeah.
that's not including that we need 24-hour MBCN, and we could probably use a 2nd MBCN at least.
Yeah.
And we need our MBCN to be, being able to just handle calls on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah, we're working on that.
Again, this is not me attacking.
No, I know it's the restrictions of the state.
Right, the state puts limitations on us.
Yep.
The state, not just Maryland, but the national level, they mandate that EMS is going to handle the call.
Yeah.
Like, we're the only service in the country, fire and EMS, or the only service in the country that can't say no.
Right, but we also only get paid if we take somebody to the hospital.
That's another problem.
And we get paid a pittance of what the cost actually is based on what the insurance company thinks might be paid for that.
Yep, absolutely. And
we have a federal agency that says ambulance trip is going to be $1,000, but we're only going to pay 80% of that.
Right.
It's like, well, if you're going to set it at that, just set it at what the 80% rate is, and that's what you say the rate is. Jackasses.
that is a problem. And then private insurances take that number and say, oh, well, we'll just pay what they're paying.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
There is a cascade of, and now it's become the point where people use the ambulance as, when my dad was riding the ambulance, you called 911 because you had an emergency.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now people use the ambulance because they think they're going to get to the hospital faster. I want to be very clear on record. You are not getting to the hospital any faster. Right. In fact, you might be slower.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be seen any quicker. People get very angry when the ambulance just takes their time and stops at red lights.
Yeah.
Well, we do that on most calls now. Unless it's a high priority call, we're not putting people's lives at risk for your toe pain.
Well, that and putting people's lives in risk for saving 2 to 4 minutes, it's not worth it.
No. There was a study years ago. It was done by LAPD, I think. And they had like an officer go lights and sirens, and then an officer just obey traffic signals, and it was like a 30-second.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Over a certain bit, whatever the mileage was, but it was like he saved 30 seconds by going lights and sirens and driving like a maniac.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Putting his life at risk, putting all of the other people's lives at risk. And those 30 seconds can be very important. We fully acknowledge that.
For the echoes, the Delta echoes.
Delta echo calls. We fully acknowledge that.
Like you said, for Grandma Schmerkins, who's fallen for the 80th time, let's go pick her up, at a reasonable rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or your toothache.
Yeah,
And people out there are like, well, there was this one time. Yeah, I get it. There's outliers, but you can't base everything on the extreme swings. You've got to focus on the 90th percentile stuff.
I know that, but we have a saying in the fire service: risk a little to save a little,
Yeah.
risk a lot to save a lot. And for years, we ignored that, especially in EMS. We just go lights and sirens on every call.
Yep.
We would go lights and sirens, blow through stop signs, run over small children to get to your person with sniffles.
We did not run over small children.
No.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
hopefully.
But,
well, I mean, NHTSA just had that study that showed I can't remember how many EMS crashes there were over like 5 years, but they said like 92% of those, it was the driver's fault.
Sure.
It was either inattentive driving, failure to yield to stop or red lights, distractions, and drowsiness.
So you're saying the people who work a long shift with no breaks,
and
are driving heavy vehicles at high rates of speed might be a problem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. It's crazy.
I don't know how you fix that problem. I wish I did.
Yeah.
But, it's...
Yeah.
Like I said, you go be a steel worker and you hump steel all day around a mill, you're still getting a guaranteed break.
Exactly.
These poor EMS people.
Maybe that's built into the union contract this year.
But this isn't a Salisbury issue. This is
I know.
A system issue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think, like I said, better, on-site MIH, some better triaging of calls. I think implementation of better telehealth, things like that will help some.
Yeah, I really thought, this is just the optimistic, naive Wismer.
Yeah.
Who really thought that telehealth was going to change the world quickly. I really thought that we would go to a very telehealth-based EMS system.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it is a lack of adoption. And it's like we talked about before the podcast. You have certain doctors that would rather the person come in regardless.
Right.
So, yep, until you separate that from it, it's going to be tricky.
It's going to be tricky. But, imagine the world where you call 911, the call taker says, okay, well, we're going to give you telehealth, and you go right to MIH via telehealth.
Yeah.
And we said, okay, we'll handle this way. And,
Or they say, have you contacted your primary care physician?
But we all know what the primary care physician tells them. Just call 911.
Yep.
And it's a liability thing. I understand why they do it. Boy.
Some of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's breaking the system.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's not breaking the system. The system's already broken.
Yeah. It is just kicking the dead horse.
Yeah.
That's a horse. Doesn't matter.
We really got on a downer of a tangent.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's raining outside. Stupid.
And windy. Don't
forget the wind. See? Yeah. Stupid Odin.
Stupid wind. Well, we can move on to topic 1. We could a little more lighter.
Yeah, let's move on to topic 1.
So I was at the gym yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday? Yes, that'd be yesterday.
Hey, you said you were at the gym this morning.
I was at the gym this morning too.
You're a beast.
Every day. Mm-hmm. But I was at the gym yesterday.
I always work out.
I would not be mocked for my exercising.
I'm not mocking you.
And we were talking, my buddy and I. He did high school, college sports, so he was, hardcore collegiate athlete and high school athlete. And I did some high school sports and middle school sports. I did sports up until I didn't do anything in college, but it's because I discovered alcohol. But we were talking, like, one of the things I miss as a 44-year-old.
Yep.
Yeah. Is the practices. Like, I miss having, like, somebody like, just go run suicide sprints and, the camaraderie of getting through a practice of like that kind of stuff. It'd be kind of nice if there was an older adults sports league like that where you actually had to do practices. It'd be kind of nice like that. I don't know why. I just feel
Yeah.
like a swim team. Like I never got to be on a swim team because I just wasn't really interested when I should have been. And now
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, it'd be kind of cool to be on a swim team
I'm
and
sure
go to
you
swim
still could.
practice. I don't think it exists.
Really? Well,
Yeah,
then you should start it.
that's what I'm saying. I think it needs to exist. I think. I mean, I don't care about having a match or an actual game, but I think it'd be cool to have like a group of people who are in a swim club who do swim practice, but like at a real competitive level, or baseball practice, because we all know
Yeah.
adult softball league, you're not practicing.
Now,
You go out there, you're hitting some dingers.
I don't know
And
though. There are some of them that are pretty. Yeah, I mean, look at what's his face, Lazy over at Station 2. I mean, they're intense with some of their stuff.
they are, but I'm not sure they're doing like the physical training part of it.
Oh yeah, it's just I don't know.
You know,
I mean, softball, baseball is I don't know.
well,
It's a boring sport.
it's a boring sport, but my friend was a collegiate baseball, a D1 baseball player, and he was like, we ran all the time. Like we didn't do anything but running during practice.
So what we're saying is we need to get your wife a whistle.
Well, but I don't just want it to be like me. Like I was saying, I was like,
so you want to suffer with others,
yeah,
towards a common goal.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I want.
Okay.
And I understand.
Well, that's called work.
Well, yeah, but I'm already doing that.
Yeah.
And I can't get those suckers to blow a whistle at me.
I bet I know of at least one that would blow a whistle at you.
I bet yeah, that's fair.
And he is older than you.
He is older than me.
Yeah.
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 But I don't know. I think there's something
we'll go to the local nursing homes and find, some old man or woman who had a history in, sports education or something like that. We'll wheel them out once a week and blow the whistle and tell you to, lift the little pyramid weights and,
Yeah. It kind of sounds fun. I like the idea of I really like the idea of a swim club where we just go do swim practice. Just go do laps.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of my new, but my problem, it all comes down to my shift schedule.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so hard to do anything on a weekly basis.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was listening to a podcast the other day and they were talking about, they're ranking the days of the week. And I was like, this is great for a normal person, but anybody in police, fire, EMS, anything like that, days of the week mean nothing to us.
Yeah. Days of the week haven't meant anything to me since college.
Yeah.
Holidays don't mean, that's how holidays don't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
I lose track of them all over the time.
Yeah.
And I feel bad. Like people are like, oh, it's Martin Luther King Day. I'm like, I'm not disregarding Martin Luther King Day. I'm just disregarding that I have no idea that's a holiday today.
Yeah.
Because my wife's like, oh, I get work. I'm off work today. I'm like, well, why would you be off work? It's a Monday. Get to work. Because we just work holidays. We've done it for so long that I've lost track of. We were talking about at work, what's the best 3-day break? And I propose that it's the Monday, Friday week is your best breaks.
Yeah.
Because you get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off. So you get a nice, easy day where there's nobody else around.
Yep.
3 of those. And then you get Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday. So you get to recover from your Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the best of the breaks.
Yeah, I think the short week is the best week.
I think the worst week is the Tuesday, Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely. Yeah.
Because the Saturday, you lose your.
You lose your
Saturday. You lost your Friday night already. You lose your Saturday. Then you basically lose Sunday because you're recovering.
Yep.
So you lost the whole weekend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Tuesday. Nobody likes Tuesday.
Yeah.
The only thing good about Tuesdays are Taco Tuesdays.
You can't go to Taco Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah. So it sounds like you need to start an adult sports club for shift work.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, that's probably why these big fire departments have hockey teams and stuff.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, they
Well,
do.
it's also it's that built-in camaraderie. It's that another version of team building that's outside of your regular shift.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So okay, so start up the Salisbury hockey team.
Oof. Do we have anybody who can skate?
I can skate.
Okay, so I got one.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, I used
Yeah.
to know how to
I
skate.
took 2 years of lessons.
I took a few years of lessons when I was very young.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was like 12.
Yeah. I skated a bunch in college because I had open skate nights, and it was like
Oh,
$1.
nice.
But I haven't skated since then.
Well, the problem is we don't have ice.
Well, we'd have to go to a rink.
Yeah.
We'd have to go to like Harrington or Easton has a rink, I think.
Yeah.
Go to the one in Newark, but they have ammonia leaks constantly.
Yeah.
It's like it's.
I bet we
an
could work it
alarming
out
amount.
with Purdue that we get some of the ammonia, that we can make a rink.
That sounds exactly where I want to spend my off time.
No. We're just going to take one of their tanks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We'll just get them to donate the tank.
That's fair.
Yep. And no, it's not big enough. Where could we put it?
The old racquetball club.
Yeah.
Which I think is a church right now. Let's kick them out.
Well, they could have the church, on whatever day.
They only need Sundays.
We don't need it. Yeah.
They only need Sunday mornings.
Really,
the rest of the year.
Yeah. And then we have to move the ice.
Yeah, we'll let them work the Zamboni on there.
Yes.
I
met Jesus on a Zamboni.
I mean, that's the place to meet him.
Golly day.
I'm in for this plan.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get a lot of other people.
I'm sure we could.
Technically, we could play Salisbury University because they're just a club hockey team anyways.
Right.
So
where do they practice?
They practice in Harrington, actually.
And see, if we make this rink, we can charge them rent.
Yeah. Well, they own the building.
That's going to pay for itself.
Technically, they own that building.
Yeah, but if we're getting the ice for them.
Right. I mean, I'm in for this plan. I like it.
I think it's a great plan.
We're all going to break hips.
Yeah, that's fine.
As long as we only take like 2 people per shift, and
that's you got to rotate it out.
Yeah.
God, I see now. Yeah, why do we have all these shift changes? Well, so got hurt playing hockey. Oh, okay, we'll definitely move people for that. Yeah,
and we need a new center. You got to move over.
Yeah, we got a match coming up. You got a mutual, so you can play goal. Yeah.
I mean, hockey would be fun. I like hockey.
I mean, I need to learn more about hockey. All I know is there's a lot of icing.
There's not a lot of icing.
There is.
I just want to prevent icing.
Yeah. That's like my daughter plays indoor field hockey. That's it's madness. I was like, is that tiling instead of icing?
I don't know if they have the same rules.
Nah, it's a little bit different. Like what? They can't get the ball's not supposed to come up so high unless you're making a shot on goal. And
well, yeah, it's because you get high sticking.
No, the ball.
Oh,
yeah. And then for corners, which I agree, most of the girls put a mask on for the corner shot. There's some that don't. I'm like, you're insane.
Well,
like even with the mask, my daughter took a shot off the forehead the other day.
Oof.
Yeah. She came where she got a goose egg. So I'm fine. Like, yeah, okay. So of course, me being the smart aleck, I'm your father. Yeah. So, yeah, and it's like an abbreviated court. Yeah, it's indoor field hockey is insane.
Yeah, it does sound. I mean,
it's very fast paced.
It's very fast paced.
Yeah. Just the regular field hockey. Like once they get to like end at like senior high school and then starting in college, that ball's not on the ground at all. They're like dribbling it on their stick as they're running down the field.
Yeah.
Whew.
It's weird. Like there's some of those women's sports I feel like they just like you don't play them until like high school.
Yeah.
So they just have to learn all those skills very quickly.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I don't understand. Like so field hockey, they've got shin guards, and like outside, they've got like these goggle mask things. But like girls lacrosse, they have those goggle things. That's about it. But the boys have helmets and shoulder pads and all this. It's like the girls are swinging those sticks just as hard as the boys are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
and
got all the hair to
flinging
protect them.
and flinging that ball just as hard as they can. So, yeah,
Yeah. They got all the hair. They can just protect them
yeah,
with hair.
yeah, yeah. Well, before we start with hockey, we can start with what they do up in like Mass and stuff with broom ball to get people used to it. So you don't have an actual hockey stick and all. You just have a ball and a broom, and you work with that and get used to it. Gosh. And
I
on
like this.
off, we could do curling.
We could do curling.
Yeah.
We could totally do curling.
Yeah.
I feel like we could be curlers.
Oh my gosh, yes. Hey, our guys and gals are great at sweeping the floor. So you're just adding a little speed to it. That's it.
True. Sweep, sweep, tap, tap.
Yeah. 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 God, can you imagine that? There's like all these curling teams are out there. You're like, yeah. The Salisbury team. Sweep, tap, tap. Sweep, tap, tap.
I love listening to them when they're curling. I love listening.
Yeah.
Hup, 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 hup.
Yeah.
Oh, push, push, push.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
great.
It's, yeah. What was it? They don't call it a stone that they send down there. It's something else.
Is it not the stone?
I don't think it's a stone, is it?
I thought it was the stone.
Curling.
Or, yeah, I thought it was. Oh, yeah, I don't curl enough.
Oh, yeah, it is the curling stones.
We have a curling league here in Newark.
It's with a K.
Curling is with a K?
Well, some of them are. If you get it from the Masters traditional games, it's a curling stone set, 4 red, 4 blue, in a carrying case. God, I bet that case weighs about 5,000 pounds.
Yeah. You can carry it, but you need a wheelbarrow.
They have indoor curling. It's like a slip and slide you put in your house.
Oh, I was like, well, I think all curling's indoor.
Yeah.
I said we have a curling league here in Newark, so
Huh.
join that.
I mean, you think of some of the sports that aren't really like as traditional. Yeah, like caber toss.
I really thought about doing caber toss.
Yeah.
And then I blew out my shoulder, so
Yeah.
that kind of ruined that plan.
Yeah. The hammer throw.
Yeah.
I'd rather see somebody do that than the shot put.
You don't think shot put's cool?
No.
Really?
Yeah, my stepdad does it for Senior Olympics. I'm like, bully for you. He does that discus and javelin.
I mean, javelin's cool.
Yeah. I can't believe the poor bastards that stand down range to like see where it is.
Well, you can be very careful and keep your eyes on the giant stabby spear coming at you.
Yeah. You got to do the same thing for hammer toss and stuff, though. So
yeah,
like, I've seen some of those, like where it slips out of their hand when they're spinning around and like catches somebody in the sidelines. Yeah. Yeah, but I would rather watch something like that than baseball.
Yes, I agree. I almost at this point might say the same thing about football.
Yeah, I've watched maybe a total of 20 minutes of football this year.
I think I watched one game.
Yeah,
and that's
I say the other day somebody's like, "Oh, who do you think's going to go to the Super Bowl?" I was like, I don't know. The the Mississippi Mudhounds.
Mud Dogs. It's sad. I mean, football has become less fun to watch, more commercialized, and like my buddy was saying the other day, they put one of the playoff games behind a streaming service.
Yeah,
and man, it's like that is just now you're messing with everybody.
Oh yeah. What's like the people that were upset? Oh, people are only going to go to the Baltimore game because Taylor Swift's coming with Travis. Who cares? Great.
Right.
I think it's awesome. Get more people to watch just because of Tay Tay.
Sure.
Yeah. My oldest and I were talking. You know what my big excitement for is at the Super Bowl? There's supposed to be a trailer for Deadpool 3 this year.
Oh.
So that's why I want to watch the Super Bowl.
I like the Puppy Bowl.
I don't know. I'd say the halftime show is always garbage.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost garbage because of what it is. I mean,
Yeah. It should be actual bands, like marching bands.
yeah, that's fair.
I wonder
I
who
think it
the.
was, but originally, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, it's going to be Usher this year.
Don't know who that is.
He's a R&B Grammy Award winner.
Hmm.
So
Sure.
that'll be a big nope for me.
Right. Yeah, well, I will
Cool.
not be.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Not only won't care, but I won't leave it. I won't watch it. I'll be at work, so I will have to watch it. At
Yeah.
least,
Yeah.
but, or just go to sleep.
Or you do that. Yeah. I just be like the old man. Yeah, I'm watching the game.
It's fair. Well, I mean, my idea is, I guess some people are already doing my idea, so I guess you ruined it. But,
No, I didn't ruin it. You just got to bring it here.
yeah, it's got to bring it here.
It's easily achievable. I bet we could get the Thrive Committee to chip in on some money.
Yeah, I bet they'd be all about that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would jump right on.
Oh, yeah.
How much money you need? Oh, I need $30,000 for
An ice rink.
ice.
Doesn't the fire department have an ice machine? No. We need a sheet of ice.
Yeah. I also need $150,000 for a Zamboni.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do intercity tournaments.
We could.
FD versus PD versus
Yeah,
Waterworks versus
that's
the
worked
zoo.
That's worked out well before when we broke a cop's jaw.
Yeah, well. Can you imagine that? The zoo in there? They they put the capybara on ice.
Throwing snakes at us out of the snake house.
Yeah. And Waterworks has an interest in this because, I mean, we're skating on hard water. So
that's true.
And they claim to have the best water in the area, so prove it.
There's no way they have the best water in the area.
No.
I don't drink the water out of there.
To be fair, I drink it filtered.
Yeah, I drink it filtered. I don't think I drink anybody's water unfiltered.
Yeah, you're right. I will drink tap water here. Well, no. Well, I'll get it out of the tap and put it in the fridge for a couple hours and then soda stream it. Because I have found that cold water gets better bubbles.
Yeah, they tell you that when you buy your soda stream.
I didn't read the instructions.
The colder the water, the better.
Yeah.
That's I love my soda stream.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll move on to topic 2. We've already solved this one.
So one thing that you mentioned earlier, and it brought me to a side tangent. So you're talking about, I played sports till I got to college, and I realized, discovered alcohol. So the other night, my wife, we were trying to figure out something to watch. My wife put on Road Trip. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Green, and yeah, just interesting. It was that time of our lives or whatever. But watching it, I was like, my oldest will be at parties like this next year. Yeah. So, no.
Yeah?
No.
I mean, it's part of the deal, right? You just kind of have to accept.
Yeah.
Do you think your oldest is going to pledge a sorority?
No. My youngest, sorority, Satanists, one of them. We've already said the oldest we're pretty good with. The youngest is the one that's gonna give us trouble probably.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But I actually think the other way around.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like your oldest needs to experience life, or life experiences her harder. The pitfalls are worse. I feel like.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm not saying a pledge of sorority is the best answer, but
no,
sororities are freaking expensive.
Yeah, I don't get it. But yeah, that was just watching that. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, we're old, man.
Yeah. Tom Green trying to get the snake to eat the mouse.
I did read something that I guess probably would make you feel better.
Yeah, probably not, but okay.
Alcohol on college campuses is like at an all-time low.
I just look at the run sheets and realize that.
Like these kids just don't drink like we do.
No.
It's like they figured out that alcohol's bad for them or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. They don't want to feel like crap the next day.
Yeah, I don't know. What's wrong with them?
That's what my wife and I were talking last night at dinner about. There was her and her roommates had a snow party, and me and my old roommate went over there for that. I was like, we were trash. She's like, how did you make it home that day? I was like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
None.
I will say we had days where I don't remember getting across campus.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And you always had to pregame.
Yes.
Yeah, because you didn't want to show up to a party sober. No.
That was
That's
more
what
like saving
losers do.
That's what saves some money.
Yeah.
At least that's how we always looked at it.
Yeah.
And we lived in a time of $5 pitchers.
Yeah. $5 pitchers. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Could you imagine you went to a bar and it was $5 pitchers these days? It'd be insane.
Well, our one of our deputy chiefs would be in heaven.
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah.
So,
I mean, I remember sneaking into bars. I had friends who were bouncers, just getting into bars, not supposed to be in those bars.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that stuff happens as much anymore.
Yeah, they still have cover charges.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? You just walk up to a restaurant and they're like, $20.
Yeah.
For what? To get in.
Yeah, just the opportunity to come in here.
I'm going to spend money when I get in there. Yeah, no. It's $20.
Yeah. No, you have to pay us $20 to be allowed to spend money inside.
Right. Now, like when it was a band playing, the cover charge was supposed to go for the band.
Right.
But a lot of times they just charge you cover charges. Like that's where cover charges started, was for the band.
Yeah.
A lot of places just charge you covers just to steal your money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And to pay for the bouncer.
Yeah, I remember.
Who is usually somebody who couldn't get a job as a cop and had an ego problem.
Yeah, that's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
I remember the local bar here, like they would start charging covers at like 6:30.
Yeah.
So like we just get there at like 6:00, and they didn't start carding until 6:30. So you just stayed. So as long as you never left the building, you just stayed there. You're fine.
Yeah, I mean that's one way to do it.
Yeah, that's a way to do it.
Yeah. What time did you get to the bar the other day? I got there at 2.
Yeah, we had those days too. Yeah. But I just don't think kids do that anymore. I think they're smarter than us. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I don't think it took a lot. We did a lot of dumb things.
We are so blessed to be of the generation that they didn't have video cameras or everything we did.
Oh my God, yes.
We didn't even have cameras. Like that wasn't a thing. Like you didn't walk around with a camera, so like there was no cameras of things, let alone video. I remember. Well, shit, we got our first cell phones in 2004, so around there.
Yeah. Well, ones that had cameras.
I don't remember them having cameras.
Or no, maybe they didn't know. Cameras probably like 08.
Yeah, I would say 08. So I was out of college for 8 years at that point. All the dumb shit was well behind me.
Yeah.
For the most part. And now these kids, that's probably why they don't do half the dumb shit. So they all know they're going to be on video. They'll be on the TikToks.
Yeah.
Do they still TikTok? I don't know.
I think so. Yeah. They just don't Facebook.
Oh. I mean, you got 2 young daughters, so you would know more than I did.
Yeah, they TikTok and Snapchat. Those are the big ones. And Instagram. Insta. You don't say the gram part. Just Insta.
Oh, it's not the gram?
Cool. No.
Oh.
Gram's your grandmother.
I would have said it's the other way around. I would have said it's the gram.
Nah.
So you know I'm old.
Yeah, we are. So
I do know.
yeah.
What?
No.
I was gonna say I do none of them, so it's easy for me.
Yeah. So, yeah, trying to keep it a little more upbeat and everything. I figure we go through some would you rather questions. Those are always
Ooh,
fun.
they're always fun.
Yeah. So,
Badger. Let's assume your first question is going to be: would you rather fight a badger or fight a lion? Badger.
ooh, gosh, yeah, yeah,
You always feel the scariest animal, the tiger.
yes. That's like I heard this thing. It was like different animal roars. A lion's roar. I mean, it's yeah, but a lion's roar. That's terrifying.
But tigers are just the ultimate ambush hunters, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Would you rather have a mullet or a ponytail?
Ooh. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta go with ponytail. I,
See,
the mullet is just awful.
it is. It is. And it's back now, and I don't know why.
It's back now, and everyone I see in the mullet, I'm just like, you look like a dill hole.
Yeah. Yeah. No one has ever looked good in a mullet.
No, it's never
No.
looked good.
Even
It
Patrick
always,
Swayze wasn't good.
No, yeah, it just always looks bad.
Yeah. The
And
only
you're no
bad thing
Patrick
with
Swayze.
yeah. Yeah. The only bad thing with the ponytail is when you don't have it pulled back as a ponytail, you've got this giant mop of hair.
Sure.
Yeah. And I guess you'd have to use conditioner at that point.
I mean, I use shampoo and conditioner. Bam, it's one thing.
Oh, there you go.
I don't like mullets.
Yeah, I don't like the mullet. So, would you rather always have bad gas or always have a really dry mouth?
Bad gas, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause dry mouth is uncomfortable, but
Yeah, dry mouth is uncomfortable, like just
yeah,
uncomfortable all the time,
yeah. So,
and damages your teeth.
yeah, the bad gas, I guess, as long as I didn't have gas pains with it.
Sure.
But yeah, gas pains, I think I'd rather have dry mouth than bad gas pains all the time.
Yeah.
'Cause they're just
Oh my god, I
miserable.
have the most embarrassing story to tell.
Yes.
It's a side tangent. So, I was at the gym the other day so I pushed the cart. It's like the sled cart where it's got weights.
Yeah.
And then I would do 25 push-ups or sit-ups every time I got to the end of the cart, and I would repeat. So I was on my last set, and there's something about being in the sit-up position. You can't help it. When a fart comes out, it's coming out, and you can't stop it.
Yeah, no.
And I was like, I have my headphones in, and I could hear it in my headphones. But
Oh
I'm like,
my gosh.
maybe nobody else heard it. And
Did you have noise canceling on?
No.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, good God, this thing broke the sound barrier.
But I look up, and there's just this old lady sitting at the treadmill right there, like no headphones in, just with a horrified look. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go work out somewhere else now.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Yeah. Well, the other day when I was on MDCN, the nurse practitioner, she was like, I have to run into pharmacy real quick to get something for one of these patients. I was like, okay. She's like, you just sit here. I was like, okay. And part of me was like, thank God, because I've been holding a fart in like all day. So I let her get into the hospital, and I let rip. All of a sudden, she comes right back out. I was like, oh no. So I'm like putting all the windows down. But she came out and then turned right back around. I guess she like forgot something in there. So it gave time for the wind to help me. But
Nice.
she's like, put the windows down. I was like, it's warm outside. It's nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Would you rather be a high school teacher or a clown? I got to go high school teacher because a clown I would terrify myself.
Man, both of those jobs are just terrible.
Yeah.
Can it be like
either way,
Ringley's
you're getting
clown?
laughed at.
Yeah, can it be like a Ringley Brothers clown at least? Not like a sad birthday party clown. At least then you're like a graduate of Ground College.
You got your diploma.
Yeah. Versus being a high school teacher, nothing sounds worse to me than being a high school teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you're a mime?
Yeah, I mean, you're just gonna get punched in the face a lot.
Do you routinely punch mimes?
Don't you?
No, I stay away from them. They're clowns.
Fair. Yeah, no. I mean, the only nice thing about being a high school teacher is you work like one day a year, seemingly.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they've got tomorrow off.
Of course they do. It's a lunar Monday.
Yeah, because, well, Tuesday is the first day of the new semester. And you should. Why didn't you have the first day of the new semester on Monday? Would you rather be forced to dance all day, every day, until you get a perfect score on Dancing with the Stars, or be forced to cook and eat mashed potatoes until you get a perfect score on Beat the Chef?
I don't know what either of those things are, but I'm going to say mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I'm going to go with mashed potatoes. I don't like to dance.
Yeah, then I feel like I can make pretty banging mashed potatoes now.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm already like halfway to the step.
Right, and I like mashed potatoes.
And I like mashed potatoes, yeah.
Would you rather be forced to listen to only the 10 songs for the rest of your life, or you could only watch the same 5 movies for the rest of your life?
I already only watched the same 5 movies.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Okay. Tell you what, I'll only watch one movie.
Yeah.
Solved.
What would that movie be?
Spies Like Us.
That's a good pick. It's a very good pick.
Yeah. Number 2 would be Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
I could pick my 5 movies.
Like that. Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Vacation. Spies Like Us. I think I would have to watch Planes, Trains, and Automobile. But that would be my every once in a while one.
Yeah. And that's a Thanksgiving movie.
It is. And what would be my 5th? That'd be hard to pick the 5th one.
Yeah.
I feel like I could go with something.
So I go like one of those guilty pleasures. I'd do like Euro Trip.
Have to be a Groundhog Day. Bam.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Got it.
It's coming up soon. Yeah.
It is.
In a couple days.
Yeah.
Gotta pull the rodent out of his hole.
Pull the rodent out of it. Be with a stick. Show to a shadow.
Would you rather go without shampoo for the rest of your life or toothpaste?
Shampoo.
Yeah, because you can use soap.
Yeah, just use soap. I have shaved my head or keep my head short anyways. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't want my teeth.
Yeah. The only problem is that like regular soap isn't great for your scalp. So that's why my wife laughs at me because every now and again I use her shampoo. I said my scalp gets dry. I need some shampoo every now and again.
Yeah, well, some of us have hair to protect us.
Yeah. Would you rather have a time machine or a teleporter?
Teleporter.
Yeah. I think time machine's way too dangerous.
There's too much. There's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much responsibility. It's too much everything.
Yeah.
Teleporter, 100% every time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even mind going to work anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Teleporter is the answer.
Side tangent to the time machine. Did you watch the new Indiana Jones?
No.
You should.
No.
It's
Really?
actually not bad. Yeah. I think it's a better send off. Yeah. Okay. I watched it during COVID again.
Again.
Would you rather have to hop around on one foot everywhere you walk, or squat instead of sitting?
I mean, either way, you're getting jacked.
Yeah.
I think
what
squats are.
What if it's only on one leg? So the other leg's just atrophied.
Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna have to go squats then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Would you rather have to speak in rhyme for your life or speak in riddles?
Man, I think either way, you're getting punched a lot.
Oh yeah, you are. Oh God.
Man, that is a tough.
Rhyme? Part of me wants to say riddles just so you could be a jackass about everything.
Yeah, but I feel like you're a jackass everything either way.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's got to be right. I don't know.
Yeah. Man. I think riddles. God, can you imagine that going to the dentist? So how are you today? And he's just, I don't know, figure it out, doc.
God.
Yeah,
that seems rough. I'm gonna have to go rhyme because I feel like I could get my point across.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the same thing. Oh my gosh. Would you rather lose the ability to cry or cry every day for 20 minutes randomly?
Lose the ability to cry.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't cry now.
I don't know, man. Sometimes a good cry makes you feel great.
Yeah, that's not me. I don't have what you humans call emotions.
You humans call emotions. Uh, would you rather have your clothes constantly change or have your hair constantly change?
Hair.
Yeah?
Yeah, I figured out something about my life. I'm an old beat up baseball hat.
Yeah?
That's who I am as a person. Um,
Uh,
so I wouldn't mind if my hair was like different colors every day, but if I'm wearing the same clothes for the rest of my life, I'm cool.
yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I thought about
Yeah.
coming to work the other day with pink hair, anyways,
Nice.
just to see what would happen.
Oh, God, please just let me know that day so I can be there.
Yeah, yeah. I'd like to see you write me up for this one.
Yeah? Yeah. Show me in the handbook.
Yep.
Would you rather be able to control animals or see into the future? I'm going to say
Oh
control
man.
animals.
Well, that was going to be my first answer,
Yeah.
but then see the future means I can see my impending death
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
deal with it.
Yeah.
Um,
But see, control animals. I can even keep the spiders away from me. I can keep the nuisances like
yeah, but if
mosquitoes
I
and
could
stuff.
see the future, you know what I could stop myself from doing? Stubbing my fucking toe.
Oh, God, yes.
And that's worth it just in that
It's
instance.
true. Yeah.
That is the lamest use of a superpower. What have you done with your superpower? I haven't stubbed my toe in 5 years.
But you know what? If people really sat down, they'd be like, that's a good use.
That's a good use.
That's a good
Yeah.
use.
Yeah.
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 Or like when you're at, like a food truck or something. I don't know. You can see in the future if it's going to give you the poops.
Oh, not only that, I would be able to pick the right lane every time.
Oh my gosh, that'd be
Oh,
great.
like
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
easy.
yeah, yeah. Seeing
Yep,
into the future is yeah,
yep,
yep.
yep, yep.
Would you rather be able to shrink down to the size of an ant or grow to the size of a skyscraper?
Ant. Duh.
Really?
Yeah. I could try a praying mantis as a mount.
It would eat you.
Nah, I'd befriend it.
Hmm. See, I
I.
think skyscraper. That way, if I wanted to go, take a trip to Pennsylvania, I could just walk.
That's a good point. That is a fair point. But I'm still going ant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you rather be famous on the internet or real life?
Neither?
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't want people to know me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had to choose, I would say internet
Hmm.
because I feel like that would affect my life less.
That's true. Yeah.
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 Would you rather be physically stronger than everyone or the ability to fly? I'm going to go fly. Even though I don't like heights. So that'd be a conundrum. But I think if I could fly, that fear would kind of go away because I wouldn't worry about falling.
There's a
And
lot of questions about flight.
yeah.
Like, what speed am I flying at?
Yeah,
Like, if
that's
I'm
true.
flying at 1 mile an hour, like, well, no, that's a useless ability.
You're the moped of super.
Right. Oh, look, Ron can fly. That's amazing. Why can we still see him?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but physically stronger than everybody in the world.
Yeah.
That's unambiguously awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's true.
Yeah. But I'm going to have to go stronger without real answers on my flight questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got to watch out for airplanes when you fly.
Yeah. You don't have to fly super high.
They still land. You get anywhere near an airport.
Why would you
And
fly near an airport?
bird strike. There's an airport
Oh.
5 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
There's 2 airports 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
Christ.
Big thing
Depending on
is
my
power
speed of
lines.
flight.
Gotta watch out for power lines.
Power lines.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Oh
get
God.
near a cell tower and your brain starts scrambling.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's how that works.
All right.
Would you rather come back as a sea creature or a flight creature?
Oh, flight creature, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh my God, could you? Let's just in this scenario assume you have some sort of sentience as a sea creature. Your life is nothing but, oh my God, I'm going to get eaten by a shark, or oh my God, I'm going to get eaten by this, or oh my God, this guy's going to hook me and pull me up. No,
Yeah.
flight, 100%.
See, I say sea creature
Nope,
because the
you're a crazy
flight,
person.
yeah, just like any other animal, you're out there in the cold and wet and
Oh, because
weather,
it's not wet in the sea.
but you're used to it. Your body is made for it.
Your body's made for being cold.
Yeah.
Rabbits out the other day in the snow. They were fine.
You're fine.
Fine.
Um, would you rather have to always wear heavy shoes or never be able to wear shoes?
Never wear shoes.
Yeah, I think I go barefoot all the time.
Yeah. I could toughen up.
Mm.
I wore heavy shoes for work. They were called Warrington Pros, and they were terrible.
Yeah. I don't know. Those were some of the best work boots ever.
I mean, in theory, but you literally were like stomping around with Frankenstein's boots all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jump out of an ambulance, go.
Yeah. Would you rather live in a country with a low cost of living but horrible weather, or live in a country with high cost of living and amazing weather?
Boy.
I'm going to have to say it the high cost of living, because horrible weather you're just beat down.
Yeah. It's got to be because, man,
Yeah.
it's not healthy not to go outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to enjoy the outside, whether if I got to pay more money.
Oof. Would you rather live a life without air conditioning or live a life without deodorant?
Deodorant. That's not even a question.
Yeah.
I'm not living without air conditioning.
Exactly.
I would.
Yeah. I'll be the smelly guy, but I'm not going to be hot.
Yeah, I could take a lot of showers.
Would you rather go a year without eyelashes or a year without eyebrows?
Oh, I guess eyelashes.
That's what I gotta say. Because
When
eyebrows,
you don't have eyebrows, it's weird.
You're a clone.
Yeah. Eyebrows are what makes people have emotions and expressions. Yeah. You can't trust somebody without eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather be trapped in a romantic comedy with your enemies or trapped in a horror movie with your friends? I'm going to go rom-com because I'm a scared little man.
How many enemies do you got?
I'm sure I've got some.
That's fair.
Yeah. I definitely do.
Oh, I guess I definitely do too.
Yeah.
I can think of a few.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to go rom-com because.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, would you rather go a month with only a tank top on, so straight Winnie the Pooh, or a thong on? So you're either going to banana hammock only or just a tank top.
Tank top?
Yeah. Part of me wants to say that, but there are instances where I need my giblets protected.
Can I wear like a longer shirt?
Oh, so like a tunic style tank top?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's more dress. That's not a tank top.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think I'd have to go with the thong.
That's tough.
God, that's gonna be so uncomfortable. I don't like things between my butt.
Yeah. That's a tough one.
Yeah. Would you rather be stuck in a room full of noisy high school students or a room full of judgmental middle-aged men?
Middle-aged men.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the men.
Yeah. 100%.
Would you rather have your tongue pierced or shoulder tattooed? I'm going to go with the shoulder tattoo.
Yeah, I've already got a shoulder tattooed. So, easy.
We'll wrap it up with, would you rather poop in the only toilet at a party, knowing you'll clog it up, or have to poop in the bushes in the backyard and risk being seen?
Bushes in the backyard.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the bushes.
I can't. I couldn't poop in the admin section of our station, Station 16. I don't know if
I do, but it's, yeah, I don't
there's
like
no
it.
way I could do it.
I don't
It's
like
maniacs.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always hated pooping at work anyway.
Sure, but there's
Well, I mean, there's no such thing as a comfortable poop at the fire department.
no.
Because you're like, as soon as I sit down here, we're going to get a call.
Yes,
So,
but I could not be. I just don't want to be heard while I'm pooping. I don't
Yeah.
even like taking a piss and people hearing me.
Yeah. I run the water a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
But,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. That was lighthearted. Got some laughs in.
Better way to end than
Yeah.
the anger.
Than the sadness that is EMS in 2024.
Yeah, sadly.
Oh.
Well,
go this afternoon and listen to my daughter play in the community band.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, I didn't realize Salisbury had a community band.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah. Finish this stupid game I've been playing, so don't have to play it
I'm going to
anymore.
go try out some VR.
Nice. Work on this puzzle that is 90% the same color.
Oof.
Yeah, it's the Mandalorian, but it's like sepia tone, and it's like fades into the tan of the dirt at the bottom. So it's it's fun.
I think my wife might have that same puzzle.
But folks, I hope you're taking care of yourselves.
Yep. Be careful out there to finish out your winter safely.
Yes, because we all know that little blast of spring we had. No, we're gonna get like an ice age for a week.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, and dress warmly. Don't fart at the gym at people.
Yeah, try to avoid that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
But be good to each other.
Yeah, absolutely be good to each other. Most important.